Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Hang on 1 second. Can you guys see and hear me? Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Can everybody see, hear? Yes? We're good? Good morning. What's up, Grumpy Bulldog? Good morning. Wait, let me turn all messages on. And let me make sure we're live. Can everybody see and hear me? We're good? Anybody? Are we good? Are we live? Can anybody see and hear me? I don't know. I was having some technical issues this morning. Are we good? Okay, we're good. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Grumpy Bulldog? Good morning, Galaxy. Good to see you. Ian, good morning. Too cold to do much in the outdoor garden. Yeah, it's freezing today, and it's like a cold, windy day. It's gross out. What's up, Riz? Good morning. What's up, MK? Good morning. Good to see you. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Semper. What's up, Bernie and Lucky Shamrock? Good morning. Bearded Basement. Good morning. Giggle Tree. What's up? Good to see you. Pyro. Good morning. Good morning, Mia. Happy Monday, everybody. Okay, cheers. I need coffee today. Sorry I'm late. It's been a busy morning. How's everybody doing today? I am excited because we're going to transplant some seedlings today. The garden is looking okay today. The pepper buckets, I can tell. I think it's either a calcium deficiency or calcium deficiency, or something's going on because I reduced the amount of calcium or CalMag. I was using half the recommended amount. Maybe now I need to start using a little more. I don't know, but I'll show you guys what's going on. It's not bad. It's just, I don't know, there's something wrong with the pH, and so I diluted some pH up yesterday to try to raise the pH. What's up, Jimtown? Good morning. And I don't think it worked. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But cheers. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Start to a new week. It's going to be a busy week. This is going to be the best tower run I've ever had. I'm going to have so much lettuce, and it's going to be healthy, good lettuce. So today, that's going to be the focus, is just taking care of the seedlings, making sure everything looks good, and may or may not pop some new seeds. I'll take you guys on a tent tour in a sec. Thanks, Jay. You know what? This morning, I'm like, you know what? I don't even, like, it's not that I don't care. It's that, did I say good morning, Jimtown? Good morning. It's, I'm going to really use this grow as a learning experience to learn what my plants are trying to tell me. But anything other than that, I'm gonna let go of all expectations so that I can really enjoy just learning and not be so focused and frustrated on myself for not having a harvest or things not looking flawless or whatever. What's up, Mainly Off Grid? Good to see you. Happy Monday. I'm really tired today. Sorry in advance if I fall asleep between the live. You know what, Riz? Sorry in advance if I fall asleep between the live. Leaves with calcium deficiency. What corrected? Calcium is a non-mobile nutrient. New growth will tell you. All right, well, we'll see. Stop saying good morning to me. Good morning, Jimtown. Just in case you didn't hear it the first, second, or third time. Maybe a fourth? Good morning, everybody. Brazil, welcome. Got 2 plants that I've had for 20 years. Wow, that's pretty remarkable. What kind of plants? What's up, Doc Levy? Good morning. Okay, I keep saying cheers, and I still haven't had a sip of my coffee. Cheers. Anyways, so yesterday I harvested my first pink icicle tomatoes. first of all, it was the first tomato, so wasn't like anything to write home about. It was sweet. It was a little on the softer side, but I think that's just the tomato variety. And also the tomatoes, the plants themselves were underfed for so long that I can't expect them to taste like super sweet and delicious. So it happened last run with my cherry tomatoes, where I was also underfeeding and I wasn't, I guess, implementing nutrients correctly. And the flavor, I had to sacrifice the flavor. Like, it did not taste good, or the flavor suffered, I mean. So then when I started getting things back on track, then it really started to do well. Is it wind or air con? It's a fan. Yeah, I do it on purpose so that it, you know, looks like I have the wind blowing in my hair. No, I'm just kidding. It's because it's pointing toward the tomatoes and everything. So yeah, the tomatoes, I only tried one of two. The other one, I picked it a little less ripe than the first one, and we'll see how it tastes. I'll taste it today, but is the music video deja vu? The music video? What, from yesterday? 2 truths and a lie? Yeah, I didn't even give you guys info about that, but yes, there is, that's weird. Yeah, yesterday we played 2 truths and a lie, and you guys guessed it. You guys are pretty good. And it's also probably because I'm an open book and I talk about myself so much that it's easy for you guys to get the answer right. So yeah, the tomato, it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. It just wasn't as sweet as it should be. But I cut it in half and I got a lot of seeds. You told us though. All right, well, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, do another 2 truths and a lie. But I feel like you guys know a lot about me now that I can't really get away with. Crimson, check out the Fresh Princess After Dark. On this channel, I grow food and flowers. On the other channel, we talk about the fun stuff. That's like most tomatoes. Magoo, not when you grow them yourself. That's the whole point of growing them yourself. So it's because they were underfed. We need to give it a little bit more time and things will be just fine. They'll taste great. I'm confident. It usually takes a bit of time, especially if you don't have your nutrients in order. The plant can't develop properly. The tomatoes took forever to ripen, so that could be what the cause was. What's up, Big Nut? Good morning. And the other channel is in the description below. It's called The Fresh Princess. Same thing, but just after dark at the end. That's where the other plant is. So I'm going to take you guys on a tent tour. Just going to get caffeinated. Alright. We ready? No, we're not ready. Thank you so much, Jay. Appreciate it. Alright. Are we ready to see some plants? Cannot follow the chat, everyone. I'm driving. Oh, well, drive safe, Big Nug, and thank you so much for hanging out. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, we talk dirty after dark. Well, no, we actually just talk about the other plants, but lots more That's What She Said jokes, that's for sure. All right, so I'll show you guys here. We got, what's up? It's Scummy. Good to see you. Yeah, most people, this is your favorite part of the live. It is the tent tour. So that is the shot of the garden. And I'll show you guys. We'll start with the grow tower. So last night I harvested some arugula, some parsley, some basil. I harvested my tomato. And yeah, the green tower is really taken off. I do have to feed it. I didn't feed it for a couple of days because the EC was really high. And what's up, default behavior? But we've got romaine lettuce. We've got romaine lettuce. Oh, just picking off some of the leaves that don't look so great. Romaine lettuce. What's up, Rose? Good morning. What's up, Grant? Good morning. Sean, good to see you. Happy Monday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We're doing a tent tour right now. Oops, I think I accidentally cut this. All right, well, we'll leave it on. We'll see if the parsley starts to grow back. But I got a bunch more where that came from. Anyways, we got arugula here, more parsley, more arugula, which I harvested yesterday, but I broke a leaf, so I'll eat that today. Got some more romaine. More romaine. More romaine. This is regular leaf lettuce. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. Basil, arugula. The arugula is spicy AF. I've got chives right here. Celosia flowers, zinnias, which I'm trying to propagate, but I'm going to get rid of this. It's all wet and stuff because anyways. There's a zinnia we're trying to propagate. Parsley. Oh, that's dill, actually, not parsley. Actually, that's coming along pretty nicely. And then we got baby dinosaur kale. The dinosaur kale is beautiful. I can't wait. Oh, and then I forgot to show you, got my favorite plant in the tower is the tatsoi. And there's our dinosaur kale. Those leaves usually get huge. Sage of the gods. Is that a variety of sage, or is that same thing as the devil's lettuce? All right, gonna have some coffee and then we'll move on to the buckets. Are we gonna do lettuce wraps again, you guys? We got to do a TFP in the kitchen this week. What should we do? Maybe I'll save my tomato. I have one pink icicle tomato. I have a bunch of basil, parsley. Maybe we'll do like a mini caprese salad or something. I don't know. Some of those looked a little sad, no? Which ones, Alvin? It's a bit of a learning curve for me. I'm trying to get the lettuce the best possible. So now what I've done, because the grow tower doesn't have enough light, and so now I put everything in a sprouting tray with nutrients and right directly under the light, and now they're doing really well. So now we hit them up, we get them in the tower, and I think they'll be better off now that they're larger before going in. And then I've got some arugula there. Some of them are not, some of them just kind of dried out, or maybe it was too much nutrients. And then I've got my celosia flowers here. Guess it was only a few that looked like that. Everything else looks great. Alvin, the point is to harvest and eat what I grow, not just random roast beef. But yeah, we could harvest something and use it. Yeah, some of the stuff looks a little sad in terms of, like, you know, the lettuce, it's growing upwards, it's searching for light, so it's not 100%, but we good. What's up, Ingstore? Good to see you. Yamiseta, good morning. The sooner you harvest the arugula, it won't be too spicy. Better when more small and tender. All right, that's good to know. Thanks, Mia. These are spicy AF, but they're so good. I think, yeah, no, they're the same variety. They're so, so good. All right, moving on. This is the rest of the grow. I'm gonna turn my lights down a little bit. Mocha Swirl is looking dead AF today, which is fine. I've already accepted it. I'm gonna start a new one. Like I said, whatever isn't doing well, I've accepted it, and I'm taking the approach of let's learn whatever we can from the rest of this grow. Let's learn what the plants are trying to teach us, and then we'll take it with us the next grow. But I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm kind of letting go of expectation now, and I'm just gonna try my best to have fun. Jake, check out the Fresh Princess After Dark. So we've got a bunch of stuff going on here. I don't know what's going on. My Cherokee purple tomato looks a little weird today. Yeah, I don't know. The roots look okay, so I don't know. The roots aren't like... Can we have a moment? Yeah, the Mocha Swirl's dead. I mean, I'm going to leave it. It might bounce back. Rose, you gave me hope with your pepper plant. Accept, learn, grow. Exactly, MK. You know what? Yeah, I feel like I have no choice, right? What am I gonna sit here and be upset? What up, Galaxy Rods? Good morning, good to see you, and good morning, Hash. Happy Monday. I started new tomato seeds, but the plants are still in the system. Nice. Cherokee purple tomato is actually growing though, which is nice. I don't see another channel. It's in the description below. If you click on more, if you exit the chat and click on more, you'll see the description. There's a bunch of info in there. So that's the Cherokee purple plant. I've got another one. This one actually looks bigger today, but I think that one's not going to grow. I think this one is just really going to grow. But I think I need to feed them again because they're clawing again. So, and the res is almost empty. So I'm going to feed them today, probably right after the live. Ponderosa is the same thing. Well, you know what? We're going to wait and see. I think that flower is going to fall off. So for those of you that are new here, I've been having blossom drop. I've been having problems with zombie plant. I've been having problems with blossom drop. So we'll see if that falls off or if it develops a tomato. But I'm prepared to let this plant go. The Ponderosa pink, I'm prepared to let this plant go. That's one of them. And then the Galaxy, I feel like I want to propagate the Galaxy and try again. That's also why I'm not feeling so upset about things, is because, what's up, El Badger? Good morning. I'm not feeling too upset because I can always take a cutting as long as it's a healthy plant and we've got like no root rot or anything. I had a lot of drop with less water. Anyways, so we got some new flowers, so that'll be kind of the determining factor. Will these produce fruit or not? And again, I'm looking at this as like a gift from my plants. My plants are sacrificing themselves this run so that I can learn. Well, they sacrifice themselves every run, but this run, that's the Dark Galaxy. Yeah, it's freaking massive. But this run, that's the way I'm gonna look. Tomatoes are so easy to clone. I've cloned them before. That's why I'm not stressed, because I can just propagate and start again. My system isn't that dirty that a reset isn't that frustrating to me. Did I say good morning, JC? Good morning. So that's the Dark Galaxy. I'm just waiting for to determine if those are going to turn into fruit. And then we have our pink icicle tomatoes producing fruit. Like I said, I harvested some yesterday. I've got to defoliate because I can't even see where the fruit at. But it's back there somewhere. What up, Germinator? Good morning. So, yeah, tomorrow's the day where I replenish the res with fresh water and nutrients, but I'm going to do it early. I'm actually going to do it today. Not on the live, but I'm going to do it as soon as I get off the live, because these look hungry. I don't know why, they all look hungry today. So got a nice big Dark Galaxy flower open there. Maybe we'll try some hand pollinating today. And then the green zebra tomato, I'm finally, okay, see, yesterday I could tell it's hungry. Yesterday these leaves were straight and today they're starting to claw. So I think they've probably depleted their nutrients. I could check the pH and the ppm and they're hungry again. So I just need to learn how to speak my plant's language, and then the next run will be even better because now I have a clear understanding that plants got to get fed if you want them to grow, but not too much. There's our eggplant, little finger eggplant. It gave us a bunch of fruit and then I had to harvest it, and the plant went through a little bit of a rough patch. And today, what's up, Reef? Brix levels are down. The sugar? So what does that mean? Does that mean the plants aren't photosynthesizing properly because they produce sugars during that time? Is that what that means? Or is that not a good guess? So yeah, we've got new flowers on the eggplant. And a lot of new leaf growth. Again, I'm just riding the wave, right? In my last run, so I'll move on to the peppers right after I get a sip of coffee. My last run, I had, my peppers started to look weird, and I'm the type of person that, if something isn't right, rather than figuring it out, sometimes I just like toss it and let's start again. And that's not how I'm gonna learn. So I thought, you know what? My last run, I threw everything, or I reset everything because my peppers got all messed up from pH swings. And so now I'm trying not to do that, right? I'm trying to give things time, learn how to fix it. Can it be fixed? What does it look like when you fix it? And how do you do to prevent, or what can you do to prevent certain things? So that's where I'm at now. So I understand that not all the plants look wonderful, but that's okay because I do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm learning. Okay. Jalapeno plant. We got a couple new flowers that opened up. So that's cool. And here I'm just waiting for flowers. I had to cut half of this plant off. And now I've got some flowers. This could be overwatering. I haven't really done much to the watering schedule, so maybe I should look at that. This is what we think is going to be a Lesia pepper plant. We've got a little pepper growing there. I think that's a Lesia pepper. It's not a bell pepper, at least I don't think it is. But yeah, you see, this is my problem today. Look what's happening with the leaves. Yesterday they looked great. And today, so I read online that if your new leaves have like a little bit of wrinkling, it could be a calcium deficiency. These light spots can be really anything. It could even be fungal. I don't think it is, but I'm not quite sure. Last time I had this, it was because of a pH issue, so I don't know. Your pH up addition likely caused root stress, slowing water flow and dropping. Yeah, I think I must have maybe not diluted it properly, or anyways, it's okay because I know that from the last time I screwed up, which was like a couple days ago, it'll be fine. It's not like they're gonna die or anything. Now they just are a little bit stunted and I need to give them a little more time. But again, to be honest, there's a part of me that has to be grateful for these problems because I'm such a visual person. I am not going to learn unless I physically experience it because I am not a researcher. And when you don't research and you don't look into things and you don't, understand things before you execute, that's when you have a hard time and you kind of don't know what you're doing. So for me, I want these things to happen because this is the only way I'm going to learn. And what happened to me last run and the run before, those are the only ways I've learned. Like actually yesterday, the last few days, I've been able to answer questions with confidence now because I've learned. So somebody told me that I have early signs of thrips in my tent, which I can say confidently, 89% confidently that is not the case because I've already had thrips and I've already experienced it. So yeah, it's okay. We're gonna learn. That's, you know what? Nate Dog, yes, maybe somebody will share it to the chat. Any of the mods maybe have the ability to share the Fresh Princess After Dark. Criolla Sella peppers are starting to ripen. But again, see, look at all the new growth. So everything that I fixed that was doing well, I effed up again yesterday. But the thing is, here's the thing. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. What's up, Witchain? And what's up, The Raw Cooked? Nate Dog, Jay dropped it in the chat. So you can go check out the link and subscribe. So the reason why I wanted to use pH up yesterday is because I already saw that happening. So when I came down to the tent last night, the pH was so low. It was like 5.2 and it was bothering me. So I tried to dilute some pH up with water, but I guess I did it incorrectly. RO water is 6 pH. It is better to dilute the overall solution with water than to add. Okay, good to know for next time. So yeah, that's the Creolacella pepper plant. The peppers start off green and then they ripen to an orange. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. The plants tell us what's wrong. We just need to learn how to talk to them. Exactly, Alvin. It's very basic. The plants are spelling it out for me. I just need to learn how to read what they're spelling, because I don't freaking get it. And then we got another ripening one. See what's happening here? I screwed up. This is a bell pepper plant, I'm pretty sure. And so is this, I believe. We got some peppers, but it's just disappointing. Oh, this I accidentally walked by and took half of it with me. Yeah. It's okay. We're gonna get it. We're gonna figure out what the issue is. I just tried to do a quick Google search before the live because I've been you don't have a calcium deficiency. Low turgor hampers calcium delivery and over on metabolism, directly tanking bricks. Plants can't build sugars efficiently. So was that something about the turgor is pressure, right? Is that so? I guess I have to look at how to fix that. Is that an environment thing, maybe? An environmental thing? Whoop, mocha swirl. So this plant went through some shit. And what's up, Bowtie Life? Good to see you. I'm sorry I missed you. Mrs. Bowtie, she's a slave driver. Well, I hope you have a happy Monday. Thanks for stopping by, Bowtie. Sorry I missed you. I'm just focused. It revolves back to your DO. All right. Well, oh, that reminds me. I got to get my water jugs to swap out. But yeah, so mocha swirl had a little bit of root rot. So I cut the roots because what caused me to do that was to check all my roots because DO is the root cause. Well, at least I know what the root cause is, so that's good. What's up, Doyle? So DO, dissolved oxygen, for those of you that don't know. My water temperatures are really high. Wait, let me just finish this and then we could chat. Mocha swirl, I had to trim the roots, was about to get root rot, or it looked like it's still gonna probably happen, but I tried to get ahead of it. Trim the roots, trim too much. The next day the plant was fine, but I harvested all the fruit and then this is the end result. So again, we're learning, and I've done this to plants before in other ways, doing other things, and so now I know what not to do. RIP to the mocha swirl. I'm going to get it out of the buckets most likely, and I'm going to start a new seed. Again, I'm in the acceptance phase right now. I understand what's happening, so I'm okay with letting certain things go and trying again. We've got the Marconi Rosso peppers down here. And this is some type of pepper. I don't know what this is, but now I have to consider, summer's coming. I'm going to have my outdoor garden. When do I want to start my next indoor run? And we'll plan our strategy as to when I'm going to get rid of which plants, which ones I'm going to propagate and use for the next run, when we're going to do our reset. I need to start thinking about that now. I got my zinnias, and my cosmos. So, I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's not like the garden's horrible. Things are still surviving. It's just a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay because every time I finish one of these runs, I walk away with so many more solutions and so many more things I can implement to fix the problem. And that's awesome. A lot of times in life, you're faced with a situation where you don't have a solution to fix it, or there isn't one available right now. And so at least they're yeah, the tent isn't going anywhere. I've got seeds. The plants aren't horrible. There's no root rot yet, so I could take cuttings and propagate. So I think that's going to be my plan. So right now we're end of March almost. No, we're not end of March. We're mid-March. Usually I don't have a run right now. Usually I'm starting my new run and then I have harvest by the time summer comes. So I'm thinking maybe early May is when I'll reset the grow tent. I'm just thinking. I have to plan now because if I'm going to take cuttings, I need to make sure the cuttings root and they're healthy before I get rid of the current plants. Already mid-March. I know! Oh my god, it's so crazy. This Friday, I think, is spring. Do you measure dissolved oxygen? No, and I kind of think I should, but yesterday Hash was mentioning that, I think it was Hash or Bernie, somebody said that if I maintain my dissolved oxygen levels, or my water temperature, to a certain degree, that'll fix my dissolved oxygen issue. So, there's a new version of, I don't want to say it out loud because she's going to respond, but there's a new version of Alexa. And I had a whole conversation with her yesterday. So she recommends, and normally I complain about AI all the time, but she gave me some really good recommendations. It's pretty much what Bernie was saying, getting like an inline water chiller halfway through your system so that the water, I use like frozen jugs in the main res, and then to maintain a cooler temperature, then I have the inline and then whatever. So that's part of planning the next run. If I don't do something to change that and I use water jugs again, I'm not going to be happy with myself. What's up, Tom? Good morning. I'm going to feel like I'm kind of stagnant. So I think I need to pull a trigger and do something, even if I do it just for the first system. Just to, see how it goes, see if I like it. I can always get something else for my second system if I don't like the one I got. But it's called a compact inline water chiller, I guess. Alexa is wrong. Okay, well, I'm obviously not like taking what she says for face value. I'm just trying to articulate that now that's how my mind is working. That now I'm starting to consider every time I make excuses about getting a water chiller or getting something, and now I'm at a point where, okay, you really need to do something because this content is getting tired. Like, we're getting tired of the same problem. We're getting tired of talking about dissolved oxygen. I see, it comes up in other chats, and I'm like, all right, we gotta do something about this because now this is just ridiculous. What's up, Storms? Good morning. I have you on Bluetooth. Welcome to the AI dark side. Nice bow tie. She's trying to scam you. Why don't you just new seeds now? Won't you cutting from no plants at the end of their run for a reset? That's not a bad idea, Rose. I could do that. I mean, some of the plants are pretty healthy, but yeah, I could start new seeds now. What's the solution to what? Water temperature affects soil chemistry. Matt, this is aeroponics. So everything is growing everything's getting misted directly with a water nutrient solution. And if the water isn't at the correct temperature and the roots are sitting, if a water chiller is wrong, what's the solution? I just think he means like the placement or what I was talking about. But it was pretty much, I forget what she said, man. I mean, I could have a conversation with her about it now. Actually, nah. Because then everyone else's will go crazy. Dissolved oxygen must be introduced at the bottom of the system. I mean, what do you mean the bottom of the system? Like at the bottom of each individual bucket? I mean, yeah, isn't that what the air stones are for? So there's a few things. The air stones, my placement of the pumps is wrong. So there's a bunch of stuff. My air stones are too small. My air pump, the ones on the second bucket are powerful enough. However, they're on the bucket. They need to go on the ground. Because they're on the bucket, they're getting heated from the light, we're getting hot air in the buckets, and a larger air stone will make that even better. So that I know. That I know for next time. I'm going to plan all this out before any plants go in any system. There will be air stones, there will be proper air pumps, everything will be, we're gonna measure once, or we're gonna, yeah, measure once, cut once, no, measure twice, cut once. I was like, measure once, cut twice? That doesn't make sense. What's up, Habitual? Good morning. What's up, Valen? In the bottom of the system is the reservoir. Right, so you could put a water chiller in the reservoir, Hash, but then it's gonna behave the same way as the water jugs do, where by the time we get to the last bucket, it's going to heat up. So what do you do to now keep this cold? Yeah, you'd have to still connect something halfway through to kind of pick up the slack, because it's not going to be able to maintain the cold temperature through 10 feet of 1/4 inch lines. So I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm either going to have to, it will not cool the last bucket, correct? So that's my problem, right? So that's why I'm saying we can add frozen jug. We can do a hybrid, because water chillers are expensive. We can do frozen jugs in the main res, because that was sustainable. You know, I'm here all the time. I have the ability to switch out the jugs 2 to 3 times a day, anytime the temperature starts to increase. And so that is sustainable. I was able to keep my res at 65 degrees all the time. It's more so the last bucket. And so if I use the water jugs in the main res, and then halfway through I've got a water chiller, now we're talking. Now we're chilling, you know? What's up, Farmer Chaz? Good morning. Galaxy Rods, did I say hi? I think I said hi. I'm sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. I hope everyone's having a great Monday so far. Cheers, everybody. So that's why, because otherwise, if that were the case, getting a water chiller would have already been achieved. The only reason why I pushed back and I waited was because the conversation. You're basically converted your system into a recirculating deep water culture, so it runs like one. Okay, so if it's a recirculating deep water culture system, how do you maintain a temperature throughout the system when the system is so long? That's my question back to you. Because a water chiller helps, but, you know, do we like change the lids of the bucket? Do we insulate the bucket somehow? Continuous flow. So then that would mean I need a pump that's appropriate for that, because my pumps are not built for that. I tried to continuously flow the water, and my pumps got so hot that it's not sustainable. So that could work. Getting a water chiller in the main res, getting a pump that can provide a continuous flow. But also, I need to look at my misters. Like, are those fine enough if it's gonna be a continuous flow? Do they need to be finer? Because then do we risk not overwatering, but under oxygenating? You know? So that's the part where I'm stuck. But now I feel like I can have this conversation, because I have an understanding of where I need to get to, and I know a few options on how to get there. So I'm not stressed about it. I think I'll just look at a few different options, or a few different ways to approach it. And maybe it's 2 different approaches. Maybe one bucket system, like maybe we do an experiment, you know, maybe we do a water chiller in the main res, and I get a pump so that I can do a continuous flow. Yeah, see, and also, well, with a continuous flow, I won't have clogged nozzles or clogged misters as much, because I think it'll force, because things are continuously moving, things aren't going to stay stagnant and kind of dry up and cause buildup, right? What's up, Supernova? You'll have to make sure the buckets are draining properly as well. Yeah, 100%. So the buckets do a good job at draining. I've never had a problem with the return. I've never had a problem. The only things I have problems with are the nozzles. 20-ounce frozen bottles and a few key buckets. So default, I had a 1-gallon frozen water jug in my main res, and then at one point in this run, early in the run, I put frozen water bottles in every single bucket touching the roots. Bacillus in high temperatures is contributing to the low dissolved oxygen and pH. So maybe I should reduce, because, okay, the beneficials, it says 1 to 2 mils per liter, and I've been using it on the higher end. Maybe I gotta just reduce it back a little bit and then see how that does. Or less, I mean, HydroGuard, less HydroGuard. Wait, HydroGuard is Bacillus? No, HydroGuard is Bacillus too. So isn't that too much Bacillus? If I'm using HydroGuard, wait. Okay, isn't that, maybe that's too much. Maybe that's my problem. I'm using the recommended amount of HydroGuard. It's a form of Bacillus, yeah. But then this is also a form of Bacillus, and I'm using on the higher end of the recommended amount. And these are parts of me that are like the old me, where I'm not thinking and I'm just doing shit. You start off slow and then you work your way up. But what do? I'm like, let's just do the full recommended amount. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe it's too much Bacillus. Roots suspended in air plus water running through misters plus air stones. There's plenty of oxygen in my opinion. Just not enough, because they're not, well, right now they're not running continuously. So what's up, Jack? I am growing tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, flowers, lettuce, herbs. I would agree, tricked out, but if she had plenty of oxygen, then she wouldn't have had the root rot scare. So it's because it's not on a continuous flow. That's why. My water runs at a frequency of 10 seconds every 3 minutes. And so you have 3 minutes of stagnation in the lines, 3 minutes of nothing. And how many, like, that's a big portion of the day. And so yeah, no wonder I'm having problems, right? Everything's just heating up. It's like a bath, like everything's just sitting there. And then if I'm using maybe too much of this, I don't know if that's the case, but maybe it's too much. Like, do people use HydroGuard and beneficials and enzymes, or is HydroGuard serving the purpose of the beneficials? And maybe I don't need these, I just need the enzymes. Cooking my plants. Well, you guys asked for TFP in the kitchen, so so much advice to comb through. Yes. Carrying a 10 by 20 tray of full water across the Florida room. Why do I suddenly feel like I'm about to have a Natalie moment? Yeah. Be careful, bow tie, don't spill it. 3 days, can you believe it? 3 days, 3 days, 21 hours, and 51 minutes until spring. Happy Monstera Monday. Thanks for that, Les. Good morning. I don't use HydroGuard. It's a waste of money. HydroGuard is only meant to clean systems. The system was designed to run sterile with a chiller. I agree, could possibly be too much. Pre-cooked veggies, yeah. Par-cooked. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna pick one over the other, and I'm gonna just stop. I'm gonna stop using. You know what's interesting? this is why notes are important. I used this last time and the same thing happened at this point in my grow. Last time, remember I blamed it on the beneficials and enzymes. I told you guys, as soon as I started using this, my garden changed. Now I'm trying to recall because this is important. What's up, Yellow Skunk? Good morning, good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. I saw, man, so yeah, Josh from Yellow Skunk, he's got his indoor regenerative ecosystem, and he's got like a whole pond with cannabis plants and all kinds of stuff, and he now is working on a second portion for food, and I can't freaking wait. So if you guys haven't already, go check out his channel and subscribe. He's really doing some wonderful things. I knocked a jar of jam off the counter a few minutes ago. What is going on today? Bow tie may or may not spill water. Les dropped a jar. Cheers. HydroGuard is just a band-aid. Yes, and it's also, like, if I had everything correct, then I guess it would enhance things. Like, things would be better. But last time, now I'm recalling, last run, I didn't understand what was happening. The only thing that I really changed that I was able to see was this. And so I was like, oh yeah, this is the reason why my garden went south, because I'm using too much. Or maybe, I don't know. Oh, and also she recommended, Alexa recommended a bubbler in the main res rather than a air stone, because the bubbles are, I don't know, something about the type of bubbles. Yeah, so I think my main focus should be, how do I achieve, because I've already done everything I can in terms of like the way the system is now. So how do I achieve a continuous water flow? Well, because my pump can't support that right now, I'll look at a new pump. And maybe, like I said, maybe it's just for one system, just to kind of beta test to see, and then I could try something else with a second bucket system. What's up, Adirondack? Good to see you. If you had everything correct, beneficials will still clog your misters. Right. You can run beneficials, or you can have total control with sterile. Why don't they use conical buckets cost to manufacture? I don't know what that is. Do a walkthrough of the garden. I'll show you guys really quick. Yeah. So this is an indoor, ooh, sorry guys. It's a 20 by 10 grow tent. Couple bucket systems, peppers, tomatoes. I've got some of the other plants, which is on my other YouTube channel. And then I've got my eggplant. I've got grow towers. I've got some Cosmo flowers there. Some zinnia flower plants here. A tower full of leafy greens, lettuce, romaine lettuce, dinosaur kale, arugula, tatsoi, and yeah. It's the garden. So yeah, we're having some problems and we're just talking about it. What's up, Semper? Did I say hi? Oh my gosh, sometime today, I'm tired today, so I don't know if I already said hi. Do you recommend growing? No, not in these towers. It's not enough light, and you can add trellis support. I just don't have enough trellis support. Can it grow? Sure. Will it grow properly? Probably not. But you can make anything work. That's what I've learned. But it's not going to be easy. Anyways, so Yeah, I gotta decide what I'm gonna do because I gotta feed my buckets later. Would you consider splitting the system? That was my first thought, Jay. My first thought when I first started these lives, I started talking about, oh yeah, I also have to show you guys the lemon seedling. My first live, I talked about how, because these systems are 10 feet long, ideally it'd be cool to do, you split it in half and then you just have 4 sections of 5, and then at least everything is kind of centered properly under the lights, and then you can walk through here, right? Or you have like this section here with these lights, and then yeah, the water would have less of a journey to travel. It would recirculate faster. Yeah, so I gotta think about that one. Because all you would do is, I'd have to, I don't know where I'd buy this. I guess I'd reach out to the place where I got this from. But at the end of the channel, there's like, maybe here, there's just like a cap or whatever, right? So I need one of these, because then you could just cut the system in half. You would put this on the end, and then you've created a second system. I would have to, the frame is built in a way where all I need is just another piece of this frame, and this can come off and I can split it. So it's not difficult to split the system if I have to. Like there is a way to do it. What's up, Blacken? Amazon sells end caps. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna look into that, because I do think that I still, like, I need a water chiller, I need all that stuff, but I do think that splitting the systems will be better. And then I can think about different reservoirs, right? So at the time, the reason why I chose this was because that's all that fit, right? So the system is almost 10 feet long. All you have at the end is just like a foot of space. Where am I going to fit a res? Because you got the bar underneath here. I can't put anything on. And yes, I'm wearing my St. Patrick's Day socks, even though it's tomorrow, I think, right? It's laundry day. So I had no choice at the time but to use this. So I could even use a bigger reservoir now, which will also help with my water temperature, but it's not going to change the rest of the system if I can't circulate it. So like I said, there's so many different things I could do. You know, you could leave the system as it is and get a water chiller and fix the air stones, get a better pump, continuous flow, or we can split the system in half and implement all those things and make it even better. Like, I don't know. The possibilities are endless. So now I'm really thinking, what if, because I don't know, I'm trying to think because my brain goes all over the place. Sometimes I think to myself, I don't want to start a run. I want to take a break from June till August in the grow tent, because that's when I have my flower garden, and that, you know, I don't want to be going in and out, and you know, I go through the backyard, like through the basement, and so I can bring bugs in and stuff, and there's a higher risk of pest problems in the summer when I'm having an indoor grow. So now I'm like, maybe I take those couple of months. I plan to keep this run going until, you know, June, and then we take everything down, we clean everything up, and now we have 2 months till we start our new run for the winter. That's going to give us a full, right? Because I said this year I started in November, and I'm like, no, you know what? We got to start earlier next year because we missed the mark. We're March, and I still haven't really had like that really good harvest. So I really need to think about all right, maybe I take those 2 months where I'm focusing on the outdoor garden and we kind of have fun with that. We're still going to do the lives in the grow tent, but it's going to be like modifying the grow tent and modifying the system. Maybe that's what we do. Because I always think to myself, everything has to be continuous and perpetual, and so I never really have time to modify things properly. I always say, oh, well, I'll do it next run, or I'll do it next run. And like, when are you going to do it, or are you not? Are you just going to talk about it? And so if I don't hold myself accountable or stop myself, I won't get it done, or I won't modify, or I won't improve it. So maybe that's what I do. It's a consideration. You will learn a lot about your towers if you move them outdoors. Right, and then I'm like, okay, so, because you mentioned outdoors, Hash, maybe, you know, I talked about putting one tower out. Maybe I move a couple of them, and that way I can still grow my own lettuce outside. The only challenge is it's supposed to be, like, apparently really disgustingly hot this summer. And my lettuce is just going to bolt. Like, you know, and then do I really want to deal with the tower outside and the problem? And also, is that going to be disruptive to the neighbors? Because it can be loud. It can be like, so, I mean, like, my neighbors have stuff that's loud that's probably running at night that I don't even notice, but I don't know. A few things to consider. I'm not so concerned. I'm like, you know what? I could take a couple months break. When I reset, sometimes that's what it is, a couple months break. So just use those couple months to modify things maybe. What's up, Holy Toledo? Good to see you. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. People grow with towers in South Florida. I don't think Canadian heat will slow you down. True. That's true. And Florida's much hotter. Put shade cloth over the tower and use 4x8 posts. I can do that. I don't want to bring all the towers outside because I have this thing where now I'm not going to want to bring them back inside if I bring them outside. So I'm considering just the yellow tower outside. I need to, I don't know where I put all my stuff. Normally I have everything ready, and today I didn't prepare myself. But I'll show you guys really quickly the seedlings. I might leave them in the paper towel for another day or so, but pretty much everything's sprouted. So I did a test where I germinated a bunch of romaine lettuce. Some I germinated in the foam collars, so damp piece of paper towel, foam collar, seed in the hole or the cavity of the collar, and the seed sprouts through the hole of the collar, and now I don't have like a coiled root, because you see how these are, well, some of these sprouted straight, but some of them are coiled and it makes it difficult to transfer. Well, that one's like burnt up. But yeah, so I'm pleased that all these pretty much sprouted. I don't know if that one sprouted. Looks like it might, or it already has. But anyways, normally I put a piece of paper towel over top to simulate like a light layer of soil or something. But that does pretty well. They all sprouted, and I mean, I could pop that open to check. Did it sprout? It's hard to see. No, it did not sprout. So we can wait, but that's one out of all of them. Bib lettuce handles heat. Well, you said that, I think you said this is bib lettuce, Hash. This is the regular leaf lettuce, and I think you said it's a version of bib lettuce. So I've been germinating a lot of those because you mentioned that last time. I got one back there too, and then yesterday I popped a bunch of them. I just love romaine. That's my challenge. It's like I don't want to grow anything but romaine. So yeah, those are going to go in a tray of water. I'm just going to give them maybe another day. Some of them are ready to go. Like some of them I can throw in right now. The thing is, because I'm tired, I don't want to do it on the live because I'm afraid I'm going to mess something up. get some heat tolerant lettuce. Yes, that's going to be part of the next grow. Is I don't know why this is like yellow, probably algae. That's part of my next run, is choosing varieties that work for me, that don't choose stuff that looks good in a picture. Choose stuff that's gonna make you look good, because you can grow a lot of it, pretty much. That's gonna make me look good, but you know what I mean, where I'm gonna be able to get like a nice harvest and feel good about the time that I'm putting into the garden. What's up, good quality? Happy Monday. I will sleep soundly the day I die. Oh my. I say the same thing though. I'm here just for the romaine wraps, right? The green socks. Okay, it's my is it St. Patty's Day today? No, it's tomorrow, I think. But it's laundry day and I needed socks, so we wearing the St. Patty's Day socks. Choose stuff that you actually want to eat as well. So if you like romaine, grow a lot of it. Yes, Chaz, 100%. And this is the first time I'm actually implementing that. So this is all romaine here, except for a few. And then this entire tray is all romaine lettuce. So 2, 4, 6, 7, and then I don't even know how many I have here, but that should fill maybe half the orange tower. I can't post the link of my variety. Oh yes, please do, Rose. I just like something that's very crunchy, something that you can have in a salad, as a lettuce wrap, shredded, you know, or in a sandwich. If you want to grow romaine, your first run outdoors, put it early when it's still cool. So I'd have to put it out soon. I don't know, maybe we do a day and we move the tower outside. That'd be interesting. Even though you're indoors, your elevation matters. Some cultivars adapt to different elevations. I guess, yeah. OSC seed book. You told me to sign up, Reef, or you mentioned it in the chat last time and I never got around to it. I should though. Well, it's probably too late. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's something we do. Move one of the towers. I'll put it in the backyard and I'll just run an extension cord or something. Isn't there snow on the ground? No, I'm not going to put it out now. I'm going to put it out I would put it out early May. I would start my seedlings in here, maybe mid-April, so in a month from now. And then early May, actually, well, we still get frosts. So maybe, yeah, maybe second week of May. If nighttime temperature gets too cold, you can run an aquarium heater and reservoir. All right, now we're getting too complicated. We need a heater, we need a chiller, we need a... I know aquarium heaters are cheap. They're inexpensive, but still. I grow some romaine for crunch, mix it with the... That's exactly what I do. I take my arugula, I take my romaine, I take... What else do I have? The leaf lettuce. I take all the lettuce I got and I mix it all together. And yeah, I have a salad every single night. What do you do for the side that doesn't see the sun? Well, I just rotate the tower. Put it out when your dad puts out his first plant. I mean, I don't know. How do I know when he's going to put out his first plants? And yeah, like some years he grows, some years he doesn't. So I don't know. I'll have to ask him when he plans on doing it. But I'll do it when I do my flowers. My flowers I usually do after the last frost. I start hardening them off. Yeah, so you know what, Mia, it's funny that you say that, finding a spot in the garden that doesn't get lots of afternoon light, because the only place that doesn't get a lot of afternoon light is the stupid, it's under the stupid neighbor's tree. Well, not the stupid neighbor tree. The neighbor's stupid tree that's infested with Japanese beetles. Every summer, man. Every freaking summer. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. But I would just do it when I do my flowers. Like it's the same thing, right? I'm starting to hate growing flowers hydroponically. I think I'm reverting back to this traditional way of soil. I started growing the flowers in soil, and I think, yeah, I did it a couple times. I got a zinnia plant, a couple zinnia flowers from it, and then the dahlia plant was the most successful, man. That, I think dahlias love hydroponics or aeroponics. My dahlia plant was one of the best plants in my garden ever. I am going to propose a new rule to refresh Princess a drinking game, your drink of choice. Every time Natalie says, in the next grow, I'm going to everyone drink. You know what, Bowtie? That's a great game. I agree. Because, yeah, I say that all the time. And that's why I said I got to hold myself accountable. Because if I say that one more time and I don't execute on something, nobody's going to take me seriously anymore. Yeah, that's true. I could ask Jack Ashes. But wouldn't it be the same as my flowers? Like that? That's what I don't get. I'm ditching my 5-gallon buckets, having issues that I don't want to deal with. RIP to your 5-gallon buckets. When I look at my pods, all I see is moldy fuzz. Oh. What kind of seeds are they, Chaz? What flowers are you trying to grow? Oh, zinnias. That's so weird. You know what? Have you ever tried? When I used to start my seeds, I used to sprinkle cinnamon on them because apparently there's antifungal and antibacterial properties, and so it's supposed to prevent or inhibit mold growth. Maybe you can try sprinkling that on your pod, or can you start your seeds in paper towel and then transplant the seedling? Because my zinnia seeds, I mean, it depends on your seed, but they sprout in paper towel. They germinate in a day, and there's no... Try them on Chaz, honestly, try them in paper towel. I would definitely recommend trying in paper towel. Some... Oh yeah, you can do hydrogen peroxide too, yes. Yeah, there's different ways to do it. So, what am I gonna do now? Yeah, so after the live, I'm going to transplant some of my lettuce seedlings, just some of them, the ones that look ready. But first I have to mix new nutrients in the tray. Every couple days I switch out the water because algae grows, and so I think I'm gonna have to dump it and add new nutrients. But last time I did it on the live, I messed up. I always mess up when I try to mix nutrients on the live, so if I don't know what I'm doing and I'm tired, I'm just not gonna do it. But I'll do it in a bit. Oh, lemon, right. I forgot to show you guys the lemon seedling. But the after dark plants look great. That's one thing I can confidently say. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get, maybe we repot the lemon seedling tomorrow, or the lemon tree with perlite to help drain it. And then I was looking at different fertilizers this morning. I don't know what to get. Rose, I know you sent a picture of the one you got, but I forget the brand. So yeah, I mean, it's getting more green. So she's still alive. We just got to keep her that way. It's Nat and the Beanstalk. Start making your own. I have fertilizer. I just don't know. Well, I'm not going to make it for this system. This system's got to be... didn't hear a countdown. Why? What's wrong? Yeah. She looks indifferent, you know? She's like, yeah, whatever. Maybe I want to be here. Maybe I don't. Anyways, that's the lemon seedling. So, yeah, I think it's still alive. There's a victory. Yeah, I have to, maybe we'll pop some more seeds right now. I have time for that. I got my lettuce seeds ready. That's what I'll do. Start some more seeds because those seedling trays are going to get moved anyways. Got my roommate. Yeah, Lemonina looks the same over the last 3 days. It has not changed. It's Grow Scripts, the brand. All right, I'm going to take a look at it. Besides, everyone knows the name is Nat and the Lemon Stick. Yeah. Yeah, MK, that's exactly what it is. It's like a die-hard attitude. She will just not die, no matter what I do. But yeah, I brought down clean trays, and that's what I'm going to do after the live. I'm going to spend a couple hours. I said yesterday that I was going to clean the grow tent, and I didn't get around to it, but I really need to clean the grow tent. I need to vacuum. I need to clean the bucket tops. They look pretty rough. And yeah. The lemon tree doesn't like having its photo taken. Its leaves tell me it's not ready for photosynthesis. Moringa germinated, waiting for it to break dirt. Oh, that's cool, Les. You're doing an avocado. That's awesome. I'm like, what is going on in the chat right now? What's up, Benjamin? Going to feed the nation. Nice. Lemonina is diehard. Yeah, I can hear her saying. Oh my God. Thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. And thanks for saying that, JC. No, I seriously appreciate that. It feels like a joint effort, honestly. I know it sounds ridiculous. Yes, the garden keeps me going and my desire to learn, but it's also, I feel like I have a support system that helps keep me going. So honestly, you guys play a role in me persisting in my garden. So seriously, thank you. Spray bottle. The Bruce Willis fruit tree. It really does feel like a joint effort. Like, look at today's conversation. Everyone's got input about the system. We've all got ideas. I've had so many people, depending on what the situation is, reach out and, you know, like give me suggestions or try to help. And it's like, wow, this feels like such a collaboration. Yes, it is my garden, but it's also, like I said, a joint effort. I love it. It's, I never thought that this would be the result of going live on YouTube. I honestly, it started off because I was just bored and I'm like, let me get my watch hours up. Not bored, but you know, I was like, if I'm working in the garden, I may as well get my watch hours up and go live. I never thought that it would turn into what it's become. This is like, man, every day I learn not something new every day. I learn like 10 new things a day. That's crazy. What a privilege to be able to learn so many new things in a day. And to share it and to exchange information, it's just it reminds me of the Friends episode where Joey, he's like, it's about loving and giving and sharing and receiving and receiving and giving. It's like, okay, we freaking get it. I still feel like something was flying past the camera yesterday. Well, we'll find out. I'll hang more sticky traps. And if something was flying, then good thing I'm planning to do a reset in about a month or so. Honestly, at this point, I'm just like, whatever. Well, okay, maybe this person was right. I had somebody ask me if I have early stages of thrips because the spots on my tomatoes look like it could be thrips. But the thing is, I've had thrips before, so I know what it was. I know what it looks like. What's up, Sky Overhead? Good morning. I learn 10 new things every day too, but I forget 15 tomorrow. That's funny, Sir Sticky Butts. Facts. Oh my gosh, my fan is blowing all my seeds away. What is a micro drone? It's a bird, it's a plane, it's lemonade. Yeah, Les was one of my first followers on Instagram. Les is the first person that I became friends with in this community when I first started. Like, yeah, Les, I remember. But yeah, you remember the early days. Man, the other day I was, oh my god, I gotta find these videos and I have to show you guys. It makes me cringe so hard. The other day, what happened to the mocha swirl? Asking for a friend. Well, we're gonna do a documentary about the life of the mocha swirl, MK. Don't you worry. Oh, that's why you said mini drone, because Rose said mini drone. Got it. What's up, Psyche, the soul? Happy growing. Yes, I checked the sticky traps. They look good. There's nothing on them. Bernie. This is good for us. We all have too many. Yeah. Micro angels. Yeah. It's the kind of grow tent. That's the kind of beneficials I run. They're micro angels. They fly around and they bless the plants. Yeah, so I was watching old videos because I want to do kind of like a montage of my journey. And Bernie always sings Sarah McLachlan in the chat. Now I have this song stuck in my head. And we've got our seeds. So, my first run was hilarious, man. I took videos of myself and I'm like, the plants are like brown and some of the cucumbers have powdery mildew, and I'm like, I don't even know what is going on in my garden, and and all the plants are not brown, they're all yellow, and I'm smiling at the camera and I'm like, well, all the plants are yellow, so I guess that means we gotta turn up the light intensity. And in the video I'm just like cranking the light intensity, and then I was watching some of my old stuff on Instagram and I'm like, what am I even talking about? Like, I am giving incorrect information. And I cannot believe some of the stuff I was saying. I'm like, where did you even get that? Who told you that? Anyways, it's interesting to watch what I used to think to be true. That song is very sad, Rose. My oldest YouTube videos were 14 years ago. Wow. Okay, mine's only 3 years ago. And my first live was not even a year ago. And that is so painful to watch. If you go and watch my first live, it's like, I don't even recognize myself. I'm harvesting cilantro seeds because my cilantro bolted. And I guess I went live to harvest the seeds. And I didn't even know what I was talking about. Like, yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, my travel channel is much older. Wait, what? You have a travel channel, Bowtie? Yeah, OG. Well, I thought OG was original gangster. Old goat. Do a reaction video? My reaction is like hating on myself, and then people are gonna think that I'm doing it for sympathy or something, because that's my reaction to myself. I went down like a little rabbit hole yesterday watching some of my old stuff, and I cannot, some of the videos I want to leave up, but I think I'm gonna remove them and like archive them, because I'm like, those should not be allowed to be up there because I'm giving people some wrong information. Yes, I have checked my sticky traps today, but I'm picking up what you're putting down. We're gonna check it in a sec, okay? And we can even put them under the microscope. Put this up here. I feel like because I just recently did it, it wouldn't be a good reaction. But yeah, some of my, guys can't make me laugh when I'm drinking coffee. Oh my god, Rose, that's so funny. Seed Holio. Sticky traps. Where are they? I mean, all I see is... What is that? That looks like from a leaf that got stuck. Yeah, there's like my hair all over the sticky trap. I don't know what that is. Yes, seed. I don't know why that makes me laugh so hard. Seed Holio. Yeah, there's like leaves and stuff flying around, or like little Oh my god, Les, that's funny. Yeah, this looks like dust. Or is that a gnat? What is that? Hold the camera still, will you? Damn it. I can't. That looks like a... Yeah, maybe that is a bug. I don't know what that is. Or it could be fluff. I dropped one of these and I picked it back up and stuck it. So it could be from the floor. I can't hold it still. Too much coffee. I'm like shaking. All right, we'll look at it under the scope since we got nothing else to do today. That tells us your floors are dirty. Yes, they are. That's why I got a vacuum today. Don't tell me that. Come on, man. Is this gonna be one of those days? Oh shit, it is a bug. Oh damn it. Hang on, let me zoom in. How do I zoom into this? Alright, why? Oh, no! It's low battery, damn it! Did you guys, but you guys saw it, right? Damn it. Ugh, I gotta go get the charger, but I do have to go. Did you see it? Can you rewind? Can you guys rewind and tell me if... I cannot believe that happened. Now I'm really gonna get upset. Or I gotta get the charger. We're gonna have to rewind and see. Okay. It is what it is. No, well, you know what? Normally I'd be like, nah, it's nothing. I definitely, I've had thrips. It doesn't look like a thrip, but it looks like something. And it does not look like a gnat. Is it an aphid because it's got that triangular? That was the same one as flipping you off on the camera. No, it's not a beneficial. It could be a gnat or a fruit fly, but normally those have bigger wings. Damn it! Still a problem if it was from the floor, JC. Still a problem. It's not a spider. Maybe thrips are draining the battery. Alright, well, flee from Scarlet. No, I don't think so, because I always change. I'm very careful. So, are you saying it's a, like, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to look it up. I do, but I have to go. So, like, I'm gonna go get it, but I'm gonna have to look off the live. I gotta go feed Scarlet, so, because it takes time to charge, and I can't wait here for like 20 minutes, so. But yeah, like, we'll look at it tomorrow. I'm just like, damn it. No, I'm actually not sad. I'm more like itching to get off the live so that I can, I think you guys want me to be sad. I think that's what it is. But no, I'm not sad. I'm actually, I'm already defeated by this run. That, like, now I'm just, let's look at it as a learning experience and whatever, you know? But yeah, so I don't know what it is. It's something. I just don't know what it is. So I am not gonna panic. I'm gonna go look it up. And yeah, it's just the spots on the leaves and what I saw Sticky Trap go together, peanut butter and jelly. All right. Well, I'll have to look it up and check for myself. Exactly. Exactly, Rose. I feel like this is boot camp, man. I'm learning to have some thick skin and not be upset by these things. Like, yes, I'm frustrated, but it is what it is, man. I don't have a sealed lung room. I got an open space with a door that goes to outside, like right there. So it just is what it is. It is what it is. So we do the best we can and we just move forward. So yeah, come hang out tonight on the green room, on the Urban Gardener, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And seriously, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope everyone has a good start to their week. We're just gonna look at this as a learning opportunity and check the other trap. I will. I'm gonna check all the traps and I'm gonna put up more traps and I will. Thank you. All right, guys. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Yeah, peanut butter and banana. That's actually pretty good. Anyways, everyone, have a wonderful day. You guys are seriously the best. What's up, Toulouse? Sorry, I didn't say hi. And what's up, Andy, man? All right. Yeah, thanks, everybody. And yes, tonight we have a show, but I'm gonna look and I'm gonna assess and I'm gonna see what it is, and if it is something that I'm gonna be like all stressed about, then I'm just probably gonna do the live from like somewhere else. Exactly, it's a teaser. Come back tomorrow to find out, are there thrips or not? Stay tuned. 12 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Catch me live on YouTube. Peace.